I'm just getting everything set up right now. I freaking hate this. Let's see where we can move this, where it's not. Oh, shit. Shit. Hold up, you guys. What is this called? Okay. Thank God. What is up, King Crimson? Hello, and how are you? I'm just getting everything set up. It is a new setup because my freaking... I'm dying. I'm just kidding. What is up, you guys? Hello. I'm trying to, like, get this lighting situated. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Stop falling. My glasses. I wish. I need new contacts. But I want a light from over here. That is my deal. You like this new angle? Good, I'm glad. Hello everyone, how are you? I'm just getting everything set up. Trying to figure out the lighting because it's annoying the shit out of me. I had it up here. It looked good when I tested it earlier, and then as soon as I started streaming, I was like, I don't like this at all. Hello everyone. Hello, and how are you? God, the reflection off of this. Where else can I put this? Thank you guys for sitting with me while I do this. Maybe here? Maybe. Oh, mother. Weird. Hello. What the fuck? Why did it look so good when I tested it? Why does it look so terrible now? It's the same freaking camera. It should work the same. I am so disappointed right now. Alright, let's try to make this freaking work. Hello. What can you see? I guess that's fine. I guess that's just gonna work. That's how it's gonna work, right? Oh, no. Come on, bro. We're almost there, you guys. Just los lalesos. Alright. Hello and welcome. How are you guys? How has your week been? We are going to get started here in a second. Straight up killers. Sit your ass down and eat dudes for dinner. There's food on my plate cause I'm the breadwinner. Is my ass getting fat cause it ain't getting thinner? Alright. All right. Let me catch my breath. First, let me exit out of this. Let me pull up all this stuff. Let me go ahead, do this. This is on. Mic is here. Hello and welcome, you guys. This is episode 16 of In My Opinion with Io Zaymar. I am your host, Io Zaymar. For those of you watching at home, I have an itch the corner of my eye. All right. Can you guys hear that? My dog is scratching away at her bed. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about a few things. I just wanted to, I don't know. I smashed my finger in the door this week, and anything that touches my fingernail, it's smashed in such a way that my finger, it just erupted. I don't know. It was bleeding all over the place out of the tiniest of cuts. There's a dent in my fingernail now. I don't know if it's gonna fall off, but anytime something touches it or it brushes up against something, it immediately grabs my attention. I feel like I have been going around the last couple of days pretending like I don't even have this finger, like it's not attached to my body. What else? What else has happened this week? Elections are coming up, as you know, in November. My friend sent me a text message, and she was like, what the fuck is going on in California? My dad just read me one of these proposals, Prop 16. I don't know if you guys have heard of Prop 16. She's like, they're trying to bring racial discrimination back. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Prop 16, what's going on? I got a freaking text message yesterday. I'll open it up right here, okay? Hello, Io, this is Taylor with the Yes on Prop 16 campaign. This November, you could help address wage discrimination against women and help remove the barriers to women's success by voting yes on Prop 16. Can we count on your support? To which I wrote back, fuck no. Why? Fuck no? It sounds great, right? Help address wage discrimination against women and help remove the barriers to women's success by voting yes on Prop 16. What the fuck is Prop 16? Let's go ahead and open it up, right? Here we go. Prop 16. Proposition 16 is a constitutional amendment that would repeal Proposition 209, all right, which was passed in 1966 from the California Constitution. So what is Proposition 209? What happened in 1966? People voted this in. People voted Prop 209. It's Prop 209 bans the use of affirmative action involving race-based or sex-based preferences, okay? It states that discrimination and preferential treatment they're prohibited in public employment, public education, and public contracting on account of a person's or a group's race, sex, color, ethnicity, or national origin. Okay, so pretty much Prop 16, in 1996, it received 54.55% of the vote on the election day. California was the first state to adopt a constitutional ban on race-based and sex-based affirmative action. Okay, so Prop 209 is great because it says right fucking there. Okay, we you cannot judge someone, you know, whether they're coming to work for you or coming into your university or something like that, based off of their sex, their race, their religious, you know, anything like that. Race-based or sex-based preferences. Okay, you can't. So, Prop 16, a vote for yes supports this constitutional amendment to repeal, which means to take away Prop 209. Okay, so now people can go back to discriminating and grant preferential treatment to people based off their race, sex, color, ethnicity, national origin, you know, in public employment, public education, public contracting. So no, I'm not fucking voting yes for Prop 16. What else does it say here? Prop 16 would remove the ban on affirmative action involving race-based or sex-based preferences from the California Constitution. Therefore, federal law would define the parameters of affirmative action. The U.S. Supreme Court has held that race-based affirmative action in higher education and government contracting must be reviewed under strict scrutiny. In the U.S., strict scrutiny is a form of judicial review that requires a law, policy, or program to serve a compelling state interest and be narrowly tailored to address that interest. Courts have ruled that strict racial quotas and racial point systems in higher education admissions are unconstitutional, but that individualized, holistic reviews that consider race when tailored to serve a compelling interest, such as educational diversity, is constitutional. And now what they were saying was that passing Prop 16 would actually be used as a way to go ahead and discriminate against white people and therefore diversify, you know, their university, their state, their state building, because this applies to, let me go, I don't want to mash those up. This applies to, where did I see this? State government, local government, public universities, other political subdivisions, public entities. It applies to all of those people. So now they're trying to use it as a way to say that you will diversify these places by discriminating against white people to help the marginalized population and all that, to help women, to help this, to help. But the thing is, Prop 209 is already in place saying that you can't discriminate against these things. And that's what we want, right? Equality, that's what we're fighting for. Equality, we don't want discrimination. We want it to be treated equal and all of this and the other thing. And it's not actually written here in Prop 16 because the people going around are just like, yeah, it's supposed to, you know, supposed to help the minorities and everything like that, to help diversify, you know, universities and the workplace and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it doesn't actually say in Prop 16 that that's what it's doing. It's saying that they're going to repeal this affirmative action ban. They're going to take that away, so it doesn't specify who they can discriminate against. So now people can technically discriminate against anybody they want for whatever for whatever reason, according to whatever. And people already do that. As hard as they try not to, a lot of people in places of power who make these decisions do hold personal biases. and sometimes they do act upon them already. So we're going to take this out of the Constitution and just make it a thing, make it the normal. Like, yeah, no, you guys, like, it's cool. So it's cool to discriminate against whoever you want. It's cool to do this. We know you do it already, so we're just gonna like repeal this prop that was put into place in 1996. We're just gonna go ahead and repeal that and just go ahead, discriminate against whoever you want. You know, we're going to play it as like we're helping out the minority, we're helping out the marginalized population, we're helping out women, we're helping out, you know, these they're not helping anybody but themselves, all right? Why? What reason is there to repeal something that clearly states you can't fucking discriminate against people? What reason is there unless you want to discriminate against people? Are you helping people? No, you're not fucking helping anybody. You're gonna help women? Help women? What the fuck did you write me in this stupid text? Help address wage discrimination against women and help remove the barriers to women's success by voting yes. Help, we're gonna help, You're not helping women here. It doesn't state in this fucking anywhere. Oh, we're gonna help women by increasing, you know, minimum wage to be equal across the board here, It doesn't say anywhere in there that that's what they're doing. It just says that this is going to repeal Prop 209. That's what it says. Let's prop, let's make sure, exact words. That's what it doesn't say anywhere in here. That's what it just says. Repeal Prop 209. Prop 209. Prohibition against discrimination or preferential treatment by state and other public entities. Proposition 209. So, yeah. I don't understand that. Because not too long ago, they're trying to, you know, vote against, we talked about how they made it a thing where now the adoption agencies can discriminate against the LGBTQ plus community. Are we moving backwards? Like, I don't understand. Like, I see this, I see like things lifted against the environment. Now you can freaking, you know, do all this shit to the environment again. What the fuck is going on, you guys? Like, are we moving? I don't understand what is going on. Let me go up here into the chat. I've missed so much stuff. Royce, hello. Hey, how are you? Sounds like an awful development. Yeah, I know. Minorities. Okay. Oh my god. What is up, you guys? Hello. Why is the email asking you to vote? It isn't a referendum, is it? Presumptually, it's only the representatives that get a meaningful vote. Okay, so bod, not bod. There are so many elections that take place prior to the presidential election, but even in the presidential election that's coming up, each state, you still get to vote for all these props and everything like that. So people, you need to read up on what's going on, because like I said before, they hide things in there to benefit themselves. They obviously send out text messages and, you know, advertise these props and these bills and laws and whatever else they're trying to get passed. They're trying to advertise them as good things, even though they're not good things. So They know that people are not reading up on this shit. Fucking read this shit, you guys. You're up on their Facebook warriors, you know, doing all your Facebook research. Go ahead to the government site and look up this shit for real and read the actual words in there. This shit says nowhere in there that they're gonna help women, they're gonna do this. They're fucking repealing a ban on discrimination. That's what this says. Plain as fucking day. And they're sitting here advertising it that's gonna help people. That's not gonna help anybody. That just brings back discrimination. Look into this shit, you guys. Read up on this shit, because somebody took a quick glance at it and was like, this is only for government workers. And I was like, no, take a look at it, because Prop 209 protects people applying for public colleges, universities, scholarships, tutoring, state and local programs, federal, state government, federal government. I don't think the federal government applies to this. Yeah. Public employment and contracting, public schools and community colleges, universities, state jobs, government jobs based here in California. That's who it affects. It's not just the government workers. It's the students who are applying for universities. You know, that's a huge fucking issue. People applying for jobs. Let's go back up here. How would you feel if people were not invited to your pool party? Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh yes, I realize now that I have heard about props. I am a British person living in... Okay, no worries. Living in London, so don't know all the political aspects too well. Yeah, see, all that stuff, that's the stuff you guys should be reading up about, and all these other elections that take place before it, that you guys should really be looking into that. When I lived in Florida, they don't really announce that stuff. They didn't announce the elections prior to that. They don't post, they don't make all the posts like during the presidential elections, voter spot here, all this other. They don't put all that stuff up. Those are the elections, all of these props, all these things. These are the things that affect you in your area. It's not the president. The president doesn't make all the rules for all the states, for all the counties, for all of the people, okay? The president has very little to do. He's more like the face of the government. He's the guy you point at and you blame things, or you cheer for. You're, yay, the president. No, okay? Congress has a lot more to do with what goes on, you know? And all these these elections, these props and everything else, like, these are the things that affect you. So pay attention to them, because I don't know who to vote for president, so I'm just not going to vote, period. Don't do that. You don't have to vote for a president, okay? You don't have to check that off. But if you want to go ahead and do yourself a favor, do your town a favor, do your neighbors a favor, and vote for these things that affect you, like voting no for Prop 16, okay? Do that. Read up on these things that affect you. If you don't want to fucking vote for them, you don't have to. You don't have to mark that down, you guys. Okay? It's like nice if you do, or even if you don't want to vote for any of the props and stuff and you just want to vote in for the president, you can do that too. All right? I can't believe this. I can't, like, why? Why? Who thought of this? Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and repeal the ban on discrimination because that's going to help so many people. Who thought of that? All right? I'm looking over here. Oh my gosh. People, it's freaking crazy. I don't understand this. Thanks, I will be voting Trump 2020. There you go. Go ahead, show 'em Buckeye. Kanye 2020. Just making things great again, like Neanderthal Stone Age kind of great. Yeah, I freaking know. Do a backflip. Adverse space. Do I look like I can do a backflip? If it's yes, thank you so much. But the answer is no. It feels like we're moving backwards. Like we should be moving forward. We should be making progress. I feel like having all of this stuff come out and talking about it more helps with progress. So good. I hope people go ahead and they have all these arguments, because once you hear it, hopefully, you replay it back in your mind. You make a little bit more sense of these things every single day, moment by moment. That doesn't make any sense to me. Hey, Reggie, how are you? Hello. How are you doing, by the way? What are we talking about this Sunday? This Sunday, we're just talking about things that kind of happened this week. I wanted to talk about the post office, and I wanted to talk about Breonna Taylor. But this caught my attention because if you have been around me, you know that inequality, it pisses me off. We're all human beings. We're all fucking human beings. I just want people to live their lives and be happy. If you can live your life this way, why can't somebody else live their life the way they want to? I don't understand that. I was talking to my dad one time because a few years ago they had a vote for gay marriage, and my dad was like, yeah, I understand gay people, they have a right to be in love. And love is love, but, they don't have a right to be married. And I was like, why don't they have a right to be married? I don't fucking understand. They're people, right? They're people. Why don't they have a right to be married? If you can accept everything about them, why don't they have a right to be married? What are they going to do? They're going to force you into gay marriage? What the fuck? What do you think is going to happen if we just allow this group of people to get married like everyone else can get fucking married? Like, I don't understand. Like, you complain about being married. If somebody else wants to be miserable in a fucking marriage too, like, why are you trying to stop them? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. And it made me cry because I'm pansexual. My dad knows that I've had girlfriends, and he knows that this is my lifestyle. So it hurt. It fucking hurt a lot, because it's like, wow, if the person I meet and decide to fall in love with and marry and everything like that is a person who scientifically is the same sex, gender, and everything like as me, my dad can accept that I'm with them, but he won't vote yes just so that I have the opportunity to get married to whoever I want. That shit doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, I know, a lot of people back then, like, being gay and everything, it makes people uncomfortable. I know that. I know it. But, you know, gay people aren't sitting here worried about your straightness. They're not worried, oh my God, if straight people, if it was the opposite way, the other way around, like straight people, like, God. If gay people were worried that straight people would turn them straight, they were like, oh my God, I don't want my kids hanging around that straight person because they'll pick up on their straightness and my kids will be straight. How fucking dumb does that sound? Because that's what people are saying. That's how it was when I was in high school. A lot of the parents were like, hey, once they found out that I was dating a girl, they're like, I don't want you hanging around her. Who knows? Who knows what you'll be doing? Who knows? She'll turn you. She'll do this. She'll do... You joking me? If your daughter was gay, it's not because I turned her gay. It's not from hanging around me. All right? Like, the post office is outdated. I haven't sent a letter in years. Just because you haven't sent a letter in years doesn't mean that it's outdated, because a lot of people rely on the post office for many things. Veterans, senior citizens rely on the post office to receive their medication and their benefits, and to go ahead and privatize everything and to take away pretty much they're trying to take it away, like take post offices away out of lower income areas also, which is where a lot of people use the post office. And it's pretty much saying, like, these people don't have a voice anymore. These people don't have the right to send information and receive information, and only rich, affluent people can do these things. Poor people can't do this shit anymore. It doesn't make sense in a country where everyone is supposed to have equal rights, everyone's supposed to, you know, be allowed to do the basic shit. You got mail you want to send out? Go ahead, send out your freaking mail. You know, they should bring back the telegraph. Yeah. What if everyone in society is gay? What happens then? What happens then? What if everyone in society is gay and then nobody voted to fucking, you know, voted for gay marriage, and then you got a bunch of, like, gay people who pissed off can't get married if they want to get married? Like, shit doesn't make sense to me. It does not make any fucking sense to me. I don't understand. Like, you are a person and you expect to live your life, really. You're not going to hurt anybody, right? Like, you don't want to hurt anybody, but you want to be able to do all these things. And you're in a country where they say you can do all these things. So now we're repealing things and taking away all this stuff and making it so some people can't do all these things. And it doesn't make sense. Some people feel that gay marriage diminishes marriage between men and women, lowers the status of the institution. Straight married people feel dissed by it. Doesn't make much sense to me. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me either, because love is love is love is love. If you love somebody, like, you should be able to get married to them. With the exception of those fucking pedophile, fucking weird-ass people. It should be consensual. The other person should want to marry you. Kids do not want to marry your fucking old ass, okay? They don't. They got a fucking life to live. They need to grow the fuck up first. They don't want to marry your fucking old ass. This does not apply to them. But people, adults, you know, consenting adults who want to get married, who are in love, it doesn't fucking matter. They should be able to. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, it's diminishing the institution. I don't understand that. Like, isn't love the institution of fucking marriage? Like, that doesn't, you know. People get married because they're in love and they want to spend their lives together. Am I right or wrong? Or do people, is it written somewhere that, you know, only a man should marry a woman because only men and women are allowed to legally be bonded and by holy man? What the fuck? It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I don't remember seeing that anywhere in the fucking rules. Like, in the rule book of fucking life and the rule book of any, I don't remember seeing that. Danger McNasty, hello, what is up? Hello, and hi. Do you think we have an obligation to repopulate? This person says yes. The world sucks right now. We don't need more people, all right? We need to figure out what the fuck is going on with ourselves, fix everything, you know, before we worry about, like, mass populating a world that's already overpopulated. So if everyone is gay, social contract says you can't force someone to have sex with someone they don't want to. That's rape. Yeah. Brave New World. Surely Brave New World is about happiness, drugs, not a total gay society. I think we should do away with marriage altogether. It's archaic and pointless. See, to me, fight me. That's so funny, Danger. See, to me, it's like we've evolved to the point where, you know, we know that people are people. They're going to do what they want to do. We shouldn't do away with marriage completely, because it's like, if people want to participate in that tradition, they can. If they don't, they should have the option. People should have the option to participate in these things, right? That's what equality is all about. Granting people the equal rights to participate in all these things, or not participate if they don't want to. So to me, it doesn't make sense. If we're all about equality here, then why go ahead and say, no, I don't think these people should have the right to, you know, do that shit. I should, but they shouldn't. That doesn't make sense to me. Because if it was the other way around, wouldn't you be pissed off? Wouldn't you be sitting there like, dude, hold up. They have the right to do that shit, but I don't, even though we live in a country where people are technically considered equal and should be allowed to, you know, make their own decisions about these things. Why does that guy get the right to tell me, you know? It doesn't make sense. You know? I think people's egos and their pride and their ego and their pride and their own personal opinion gets in the way and essentially affects someone else's freedoms, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, you don't have to agree with, you know, gay marriage, but if you don't want to be a hypocrite, like, you believe that everyone should be equal, you believe in equality, you believe in the American dream, you believe in all these things that America stands for, then no one's forcing you to get gay married. But you believe that everyone should be equal, so just, yes. Like, oh yeah, gay people want to get married? Yeah, sure. I'm not gay. I'll, you know, never be gay. But yeah, if people want to go ahead and, you know, try their hand in marriage, I support equality. I don't know why that isn't that hard. Once they pass that law, once they pass that, nobody's forcing you to go out, find a freaking same-sex partner, and go ahead and get gay married. Nobody's forcing you to do that. No one's going to force you to watch gay porn. No one's going to force you to have gay sex. No one's going to force you to be gay. It's just allowing, allowing equality to be equality, allowing it, What is cooking? Good looking. Hello, Jimmy. How are you? Republicans have been suppressing voters for years, and gerrymandering districts is the only way they can win in a country where white is becoming the minority. That's what we would turn into. What is this? Oh, we're going to turn into Brave New World if we go down this route. Okay. It's immoral, in my opinion, to force someone to have sex in order... To force someone to have sex in order to repopulate. What's your explanation for it being okay? I have no explanation. I never said it was okay for people to be forced to have sex in order to repopulate. I think that's terrible. That's terrible. It's like treating people as animals that you breed, Hello. You're super talented and super awesome. Just want to let you know that. Thank you so much. The institution of marriage is the cornerstone of society. You take away the nuclear family, you have screwed up the world. Is that really how you feel, or are you being sarcastic? You're right. When men and women get together, gays didn't exist. I didn't say force, but the nuclear family should be encouraged by the state because it's beneficial for the state. The world is already screwed up. Marriage is not a cornerstone of sciences. I definitely see a civilized chat room discussion coming from this. Garried? What the... So you're okay with government expanding taxes? Marriage as a whole needs to be abolished, period. Marriage sucks. See, some people think marriage sucks. Some people, it's like whatever, you should be able to do whatever you want to do, right? Like marriage, there's a whole lot of rules that go into getting married. Like you can't, if you get a divorce, you have to wait like a year or something. I don't know. Prenups and all this other stuff. Like if you want to go through all of that, you should have the right to, no matter who wants to go through it, because marriage sucks. And marriage does sound like a headache I'm not married, all right, but from what I hear and I read online, and the stereotypes and all this other stuff is the ball and chain, the freaking, you lose your freedoms. Marriage sounds like a fucking headache, but at the same time, any relationship is work, I don't understand, like signing a piece of paper, being legally, bound together by this piece of paper. Like if you want to go ahead and do that, you should have the right? That's your own. You're not hurting anybody. You are not. See, that's what I don't understand. Like if it was, something else, like, oh, murder should be legal now. Like, no, murder should not be legal now. People should not have the right to just kill whoever they want because they're hurting people. Murder is hurting people. But marriage, those two people, they're consenting. They're like, oh my God, yeah, we want to sign this contract and be, married by law. They should go ahead. They're not hurting anybody. They're not hurting me. When they go out and get married, are they hurting me? No, they're not physically hurting me. They're not hurting you. They're not. Okay, when they start hurting each other, then yeah, the law should step in and be like, bro, you guys should not be together because now you're physically hurting each other or whatever it is. So it's time for you guys to go your separate ways. But until that happens, like, go ahead. Let them do whatever the fuck they want, you know? And as for the nuclear family, and I think that concept is a little outdated because I feel like, at least I know by now, that people are going to make their own decisions because, transgender stuff is trending right now or is becoming more normalized and things like that. Does that mean everyone's going to go out and become transgender now or go out and become gay or go out? No, it doesn't mean any of that stuff because the straight people are still going to be straight. The gay people are still going to be gay. The, aliens are still going to be aliens. So it's, the nuclear family will essentially always exist. We don't have to force it or make it or make it this huge issue. Like it's going to go completely out of existence. Science is a cornerstone. Animals don't have marriage. Some animals do have marriage, though. Some animals, it's not like they sign a contract. They don't have like courthouses. Animals don't have courthouses or things like that. But some animals, like penguins, when they want to find their mate for life, they offer them a pebble or something like that. Here, be my fucking mate. And the other penguin's like, all right, cool, I accept your pebble. Some animals do mate for life, so that is essentially an animal marriage. Technically, that's how I see it. It's like, oh, these animals want to be married for life. Okay, they want to be together for life. Some animals do that. Some don't. Humans are animals. Some want to be monogamous. Some don't. So we should find the people. We shouldn't force any relationships. We shouldn't, force any of that stuff. We should find the people that, that also complement our animal instincts as to whether or not we want to be monogamous or whatever. Cats seem perfectly happy with that. We need to unpopulate. I think we definitely don't need to worry about the world becoming like unpopulated. People are doing a pretty good job at populating the world. Okay, we don't need something that's like, okay, we don't need to worry about the human race going extinct because we're not making enough babies. Team Thanos, you say that like it's a program. If there's a program, sign me up. I wish I was a cat. I identify as a cat. So people's freedom to love who they want should be restricted for the benefit of future wealth equality. Also, what is your explanation for divorce rate and straight marriages? See, I feel like we definitely live in a society where people want instant gratification. People are going through a lot of psychological issues. People don't love themselves, essentially. People rush into things. All right? They do. They just rush into things. And they just go in and they're like, oh, okay. Then they decide they don't like it because they rushed into it. They didn't take the time to get to know it, to get to appreciate it, whatever it is. And then they break away from it. Same thing with marriage. People rush into it. They think, oh my God, I need to get married because if I don't get married now while I'm still, young. No one's gonna marry me when I'm old. People young and old get married, okay? People who are like 60 years old get married. People who are on their deathbeds get fucking married. You don't need to rush into getting married, okay? You don't need to rush into those things. You don't need to feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna be alone forever. I just need to marry anybody who freaking loves me. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. Give yourself the things that you need so that, you're happy. You're happy. You're whole. You don't need anyone else to complete you. You're not going to rush into a marriage and then immediately get a divorce when you realize that this is not what you wanted. Murder should definitely be legal. No, Kyle, it should not. Io says, any relationship is work. Yeah, I can barely even commit to following someone on Twitter. Will you follow me on Twitter? I'm not ready for that right now. I'm still getting over a DM from last week. Yeah, dude, any relationship, though. Relationship is not just love, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend. Relationships are friendships. They are just work relationships, relationships with your parental figures, relationships. And they all require some amount of work, and marriages are a little bit more intimate. Those love relationships are a little bit more intimate, so they require a little bit more work because, when you get closer to somebody, like, I'm not gonna pick my fucking nose in front of you guys, but I'll pick my nose in front of my brother because I've known my brother my whole life. All right? My brother and I are close. We, when you get close to somebody, you feel comfortable enough to do these things that you would do when you're alone by yourself. That's the same thing with, getting married and stuff like that. I am not saying the state should restrict you, but it is their incentive to promote the nuclear family. Baby steps, you can follow my Twitter, but only on a trial period to see how we like it. Sure, they have an incentive, I can acknowledge that, and at the same time, they shouldn't take action on that incentive. Yeah, I feel like they should not be worried about that. People are gonna be making babies, regardless. We should not be worried about the human population decline and human extinction because we're not producing enough babies. They're gonna take it slow. Have you added alerts to your channel? I have not. Danger, after I spoke to you, wait, no, I think I did tell you that. I smashed my finger and I wanted to go ahead and do my motherboard and all of that. My channel did have alerts. They work sometimes, they don't work other times. I don't know. I think the state should be able to act to preserve itself, just as you were able to act to be a cat. Hello, Tyree. Hello, how are you? Tyrion. I'm just gonna call you Tyrion because I know that's how I know you. I pick nose in public and girls like it. And fart, yes, there we go. In terms of legality, do you think a gay couple should be able to get married? Let's see how this guy answers. He hasn't answered yet. When you find the one girl that you love, take her out to dinner after you're done with your Big Mac. Ask her if she wants babies. Make sex in toilet. What is going on now? Make sex in toilet. Again, yes, but I think the government should incentivize the nuclear family. All right, we are getting into the last 10 minutes of the show. I'm gonna wait and see what's going on with the chat because I do like the discussion from the chat today. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. We started off talking about Prop 16, which is gonna go ahead and repeal the ban on discrimination and bring that shit back. Vote no on Prop 16. No matter what they tell you, if you live in the state of California, you get a text message, it's going to say something great about Prop 16. Vote yes on Prop 16 because it's going to help women. Vote yes on Prop 16 because it's going to go ahead and it's going to help the minorities. Vote yes on Prop. If you do not believe me, go ahead, go onto your web browser, type in Prop 16, exact wording, whatever you need to do. Prop 16, look it up, okay? Because nowhere in this does it say it's going to help women. Nowhere in here does it say it's going to help minorities. Nowhere in here, it's not going to help people, okay? It's going to bring back discrimination into the workplace, into the government, into public education. If you don't believe me, just look it up. Look up Prop 16, look up Proposition 209 because that's already written into the state constitution. Look that stuff up. And from there, talking about discrimination, we got on a topic of gay rights and gay marriage because that's they go hand in hand. That's discriminating, saying that people cannot, you're discriminating against them because they're gay. They should be allowed to get married. If anyone wants to get married, let them get married. If you're miserable in your marriage, oh my God, are you protecting gay people from getting married because you're so miserable you would never want to put someone through that? That's the only reason the only thing that makes sense to me. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Are we talking government or divorced parents? Chat, let's not be terrible, please. So you think hetero couples should get a grant or something, but not gay couples? Yes, if they have children. See, I don't, people, you banned my first account. People should, people are gonna make babies, okay? There's always going to be straight people. We don't have to worry about everyone becoming gay because there's always going to be straight people. And the thing is, it's not 100%. People are not 100. Some people, are 100% gay, 100% straight. But the thing, there's a lot of middle ground here. So people are going to find a way to repopulate. There shouldn't be any grants or incentives or anything like that to, promote population because we're already, overpopulated as it fucking is. We shouldn't be worried. We should not be worried that there's not going to be enough straight people making babies. Because there's always going to be people making babies. That's always going to be a thing. People cannot stop making babies, all right? They cannot stop making babies. People can't stop. So we shouldn't worry about that. You can smoke weed in California? Yes, we can. What's this all about? Furio, you are in the last 7 minutes of this podcast. We're just talking about discrimination here. Why? Why discriminate when you wouldn't want someone to discriminate against you? Because if the tables were turned, it would seem totally unfair, right? So how do you think that person feels? Are they hurting you? No. Okay. Let them do the thing they want to do, even if you don't fucking like it. Why? Are you with them 24/7 while they're fucking doing it? No. Are they in your face about it, bothering you? Fucking no. They're not bothering you unless you are bothered by them. Okay? They're not taunting you. They're not, hey, look at me. Na, 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 na. They're not doing that shit. Would you start an OnlyFans? I would only start an OnlyFans that is mukbang and financial dominatrix. That kind of vibe. Children add value to the state, so yes, okay. We should be incentivizing anyone who leaves resources in the earth by not spawning. I don't think any family should be incentivized to have children if they can't afford them, don't have them, or plenty populated. Yeah. Soylent Greens. No, man. Hello. Should gay people be allowed to make babies? First of all, that's physically impossible for two people of the same sex to make babies on their own. They should be allowed to adopt babies. Why? Because there's so many kids in fucking adoption agencies. Do you not understand that? Should they not be allowed to have parents? They should. They should be allowed to have parents. So anybody who wants to willingly fucking a couple, whatever, you go out, you're a good couple, you're freaking nice, you got a good home, you got a stable income and everything like that. If you want to go out and raise a child, you should be allowed to. Why? Because there's fucking crackheads out there that are allowed to raise fucking children. Why shouldn't a non-crackhead family with good income and state, like, why shouldn't they be allowed to raise a child? Oh, because they're fucking the same sex? Oh my fucking God, get over yourselves. Isn't it discrimination that gay people can't make babies? Dude, gay people cannot make babies. If you don't use it, then you risk losing it. I guess, yes, that is true. Some of them to abuse you or get abused. What? Who said gay people shouldn't have children? Nature discriminated against gay people. What the frick is going on? Even in the animal kingdom, though, I do want to point this out. We're in the last 3 minutes here. My recording is going to go off. So, even in nature, there are gay animals, you guys. They do it because it gives them pleasure, all right? They like to do it like that. Who freaking knows? Look it up. People are not the only people who want to have sex with the same sex, okay? People are not the only animals that do that. Go look on Google. You're on the fucking internet. Go look it up, okay? Crackhead lives matter too. Yeah, they do. But if they can raise children, so should gay people, you know? If I was an infant, I would love to have gay parents. My dog... Okay. You sound like Alex Jones. Thank you. Water turns frogs gay. Okay. Yeah, I saw 2 gay dogs. One of the dogs only had 3 legs, and it was, oh my gosh. Okay. I don't raise other children. That's called being a cuck. Dude, if you don't want to adopt children, don't adopt them, right? It makes sense. No one's forcing you to adopt children or raise someone else's child, right? Right. But thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. This has been a really great discussion. Thank you. This is episode 16. I love you guys so much. Please stay safe, stay hydrated. Get your vitamin D, you guys, and always wash your fucking hands. Love you. Bye. Save this. Hold on, let me go ahead and save this. I record it on a separate audio thing, and I only do it for about an hour, and I gotta save all of this. Hold up. All right. I saw 2 dogs scissor before. Whoa. And you didn't fucking record it? What's up, bro? Doko Music, I love you. Thank you, Doko. How are you? Same reason why I don't mess with women that already have children. There you go. See? Bod not bod. Thank you so much, dude, for the bits. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you all for the follows. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. This new setup, I'm thinking I need to get at least one more ring light to come over here. But I think this is good. It works good. I get to sit in this chair. I'm gonna go ahead. I know you asked earlier about the motherboard and the PC. You typed that as soon, it popped up as soon as I was talking about it. I'm putting that in. I was gonna put it in Friday, but I smashed my finger Thursday night. So I'm going to let it heal. I'm gonna make it so it doesn't feel as weird. It feels like a loose tooth, my nail. It feels like it's ready to pop off when I touch it, but when I actually wiggle it, it's just as wiggly as my other nails. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to hurt myself or reopen this, because I know that if I were to hit this hard or just rub it on something, it could reopen, because it reopened a little bit this morning when I don't know, I don't remember what I did. I stretched my finger weird, I hit it, I don't remember what I did, but I was waking up and something happened and I felt it reopen and I was like, ugh. Okay, so I want to make sure it's 100% healed. So I'm thinking in the next couple of days I will be putting in the motherboard into the PC and seeing if that works. I think the lighting is really good today. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like the lighting setup. I think I just need to get one more ring light to help balance it out. Press the plus sign on your screen and add an alert box. I am streaming off of my phone for this. I cannot press any of that stuff. And when I try to fix it on Streamlabs, it doesn't always work for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know why. So I'm hoping that as soon as I get the PC running up, everything will be cohesive and will run properly and it won't fuck up. That is what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping with this. I'm praying to the lords, the computer lords. Nice Christmas lights, prepared ahead of time, I see. I mean, I like it. I like the way it looks. Oh yeah, once you get the PC set up, message me and I'll help you out. Thank you so much, Danger McNasty. Yeah, I like your setup and how you have all your transitions and did all that stuff. So I will be asking you some questions. Thank you, Doggy Dog Doug. What is up? Thank you for the follow. All right, I'm gonna get off of here and get set up and everything ready for the AMA. I don't know what I'm doing on the AMA. I don't think it's gonna be super long, but who knows? I don't know. What should we do? I thought about something. I can't fucking remember it right now. Hey, new follower, by the way. Yes, Doggy Dog Doug, what is up? Thank you for the follow. Hello and how are you? I'm literally about to get off, but I will be back on in about an hour. I just need to take a break. I'm getting really sweaty and yeah. So I'll subscribe also in 3 days. Dude, thank you so much. Don't worry about it. But thank you. If you want to, thanks. Yeah. All right. See you later-ish. Yes, I will be on in about an hour. I need to take the dogs out. I need to feed myself. Everyone asked for a Prop 18 or Prop 16 Danger McNasty. Look it up. That shit, like, does not make any fucking sense to me. Any sense. And I messaged it to my friend, and I was like, dude, did you see this? And they're like, what are you talking about? And, I know they just skimmed by it, and they're like, this is just for government workers. I was like, no, dude, this affects everyone. Politics, I sleep. King Crimson, I know it's because you're young. When I was young, I did not give a fuck about politics, but the older I got, I'm just like, dude, like, I hear something, I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. They want to do what? No, I don't want that. Let me just go ahead and register to vote and make sure, you know, I don't want that. Isn't it also just us related? Sleepwalking into disaster, right? Thank you so much for the follow, Agilus Maximus. Thank you. I'm sweaty. I'm sweating balls. Oh, I want to figure out what's going on with my freaking plant because I hope it's not dying, but it's looking like it is. Hello and how are you? I'm gonna get off. You just joined at the end of the stream. I'm gonna get off. I'll be back in an hour. Maybe this setup, maybe the usual bed setup. I'm not 100% sure, but this has been so great on my chest. I just burped. How's your vibe? How's your day? And what are you all talking about? Yeah, we're just ending the podcast and we're talking about discrimination pretty much because I don't fucking, like, I understand it. I understand why people do it, but at the same time, it does not make any fucking sense to me. Call the emergency gardener. Yeah, I contacted this plant group that I'm in and I posted pictures and I'm like, somebody please fucking help me. So I'm going to look after this, after I get off here, and see what's going on. We just finished talking about Prop 16. Stop by an hour for the AMA. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you so much, Danger McNasty and King Crimson. All right, I love you guys. I will be back in about an hour. Besos, besitos, mi amors. Thank you, salamet, merci beaucoup, dankeschön. Thank you. 감사합니다. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye.